All right, so we had some questions. It was uh, kind of intricate, so I'm just gonna go into dealing with vows here because I couldn't figure out exactly what um, angle they were taking in dealing with the vows. So we're just going to go into some things concerning vows. So we're going to start at Deuteronomy chapter 12. So we can start getting into the different aspects of what vows are. And one of the things that we hear, um, and we don't really consider what that means, is we say that the Most High covenant God of Israel. So we have to understand what a covenant is, and then how that relates to the vow. So they are going hand in hand, but we're going to read some things here, and we're going to start in Deuteronomy chapter 12, and let's start that at verse 1.
These are the statutes and judgments which you shall observe to do in the land which Yahweh your Elohim of your fathers give you to possess it, all the days that you live upon the earth. You shall utterly destroy all the places wherein the nations which you shall possess served other gods, their gods, upon the high mountains and upon the hills and under every green tree. And you shall overthrow their altars and break down their pillars and burn their groves with fire. And you shall hew down the graven images of their gods and destroy the names of them out of that place. You shall not do so unto Yahweh your El, but unto the place which Yahweh your El shall choose out of all your tribes to put his name there, even unto his habitation shall you seek, and thither you shall come. And thither shall you bring your burnt offerings and your sacrifices and your tithes and heave offerings of your hand, and your vows, and your freewill offerings, and the firstling of your herds and of your flocks. And there you shall eat before Yahweh your El, and you shall rejoice in all that you put your hands unto.
Now, what is he meaning here? And there, verse 6, you shall bring your burnt offerings, your sacrifices, your tithes, your heave offerings of your hand, and your vows, and your free will offerings, and the firstlings of your herds and of your flocks. So he's definitely letting you know that the place where he chose to place his name shall be treated differently than other places. But when we go into this part, but he says, your heave offerings of your hand and your vows. When we look up that word vow, we get Hebrew H5088, and it says nader, and it says a vow, vowative offering. We go down, read a little more. It says a promise, also a thing promised. So now we have this vow was something that then was promised to be given unto Yahweh. So this is the vow that he's discussing. So then we have this where he says this is where it's going to go. So now let's go to Genesis chapter 9. Genesis chapter 9, and let's start that. Start at verse 8.
And Elohim spake unto Noah and to his sons with him, saying, And I, behold, I establish my covenant with you.
I establish my covenant with you. You're gonna find this covenant and vow goes hand in hand with one another. And when we start asking about a vow, we have to understand that there's not just a saying, because you have a lot of sayings where people use in religious settings. So eventually those terms just sort of come to be a thing. So you don't really pay much attention to them. But that part about the Most High Covenant God of Israel is a real thing, because what we're basically reading in the entire Bible is about the covenants that Yahweh has made with various individuals. First those individuals, then a nation, and then other individuals within that nation. So we're talking about those covenants, and it's those covenants that keep everything going here. It's what the whole earth has to look forward to, is what happens within the covenants that Yahweh has made with the people of this book. Go ahead.
And with your seed after you, and with every living creature that is with you, of the fowl, of the cattle, and of every beast of the earth with you, from all that go out of the ark to every beast of the earth. And I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood. Neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth. And Elohim said, This is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you.
All right, so then we keep going by this word covenant. So then as we define that, we have Strong's H1285. This is the BDB definition, Brown Drivers Briggs, and it says, a covenant is an alliance, pledge between men, a treaty, a league. So when we talk about this covenant, we're now dealing with a alliance, a pledge, an agreement. So you start seeing the connection between the vow and a covenant. Go ahead.
For perpetual generations. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth.
Right. Now, look at how the adversary has defrauded the world. Because the bow in the cloud is what we call the rainbow. Mm-hmm. And it is a token of the covenant. What the adversary, the devil, has made the rainbow has turned into the gay flag. So now anyone who has a rainbow, or matter of fact, you can't even wear too many colors or you might get asked out on a date. So you gotta be careful if you want to go out and say you gon' wear the token of Yahweh's covenant, and you're gonna find yourself in some situations because the adversary has set that to be something different. Matter of fact, now there are generations that have been raised, and that is all they've ever seen. All they have ever known about what appears to be the same set of colors is the pride flag. So then it'll be many years later that they get into this book or they're in conversation with somebody and find out, what do you mean? It means something else? So now within this, we have just a little bit of change that grows over time and starts into being a great defrauding action. Go ahead.
Verse 14. And it shall come to pass, when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. And I remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. And the water shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh.
I will remember my allegiance. I will remember my pact. I will remember the agreement. Okay? I will remember it, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. Now, the funny thing about what happens with us, we want people to keep all the agreements that work in our favor. When the agreement doesn't work in our favor, we oftentimes look for a way to get out of that agreement. But we sure want Yahweh to keep every part of his agreement. Go ahead.
And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between Elohim and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. And Elohim said unto Noah, this is the token of the covenant, which I have established between me and all flesh that is upon the earth.
All right. So we see that Yahweh even has something that will remind him of the covenant. And understand, we'll get to some points where Yahweh was about to break his covenant in dealing with Israel. So don't get it twisted into thinking that, hey, you should never have these thoughts. Oh, remember now, Yahweh had to be persuaded. Nothing like Jake to get you to the point of wanting to break a covenant. Let's go to Numbers chapter 30.
You know what, Elder, especially when it's yours, you can do what you want with it.
Uh-huh. And see, our problem is we think that our understanding of the law is Yahweh's understanding. See, we didn't understand that the connection between a man and his son was the same blood. See, now we hear this thing where it says, this is now bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. We didn't really understand when something is taken out of you or proceeds out of you, the connection. So Yahweh got to the point where he says, I'm going to cut off the fathers and marry the sons. What happened? It's the same blood. We don't understand that on that same level. See, we put that on our level, but his level is much higher than ours. So once we don't see something ourselves personally, we'll consider it not fulfilled. But Yahweh can then turn around and give that to one of your kids and very much so said, I fulfilled it. Why? Because the same blood that's going through you is going through him, and I gave it to him. We see the same thing when punishment comes down. He will turn around and say, you know what? I won't do this in your time. I'm going to do it in your son's time. And people say, well, why is that fair? The same blood that's going through him is going through that child. So he has inherited his father's trouble. If we can inherit our father's pay and the houses and the cars, understand, we can also inherit their trouble. But see, don't nobody want to inherit. Everybody show up at the will reading.
Right.
And they say, I hope I get that. I hope I get that Cadillac.
Yep.
But somebody in that will finna get daddy's bad attitude. Somebody finna get the judgment that daddy didn't finish paying off for some of that stuff he did in his 40s. Ain't nobody standing in line to get that, but somebody got to get it. If he left something that wasn't paid off, somebody has to get that. So there are levels to these vows and covenants that we have yet to understand. Go ahead, brother.
Numbers 30.
Yep, start at verse 1.
And Moshe spake unto the heads of the tribes concerning the children of Israel, saying, This is the thing which Yahweh hath commanded. If a man vow a vow unto Yah, or swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceeds out of his mouth.
So then there is a different level on this vow between a man. This is separated. It says men and vows, and then under that it says women and vows. Now, why is there a separation? Wait a minute. There's a separation between Yahweh and vows and us and vows. So how can he make man in his image, but then not make man of a higher level of responsibility? See, what we like is a higher level of power, but there's also a higher level of responsibility. Okay? So the man has one level when it comes down to a vow. The woman has another. What often causes a man to break his vow is a woman. And her level to the vow is less than his. Why did Yahweh get angry at Adam? He said, because you've hearkened unto the voice of your wife. What happened? He listened to her and he broke the agreement. He broke the agreement. He let her talk him out of what was generally understood between them both. You know you shall not eat of this tree. I understand. He knew that. He knew that without a doubt. Nobody had to convince him. Nobody had to do anything. This is what that was. But he allowed something to come in and encourage him. So now you have a separation. Men and vows. Now it steps down. Go ahead.
Verse 2. If a man vow a vow unto Yah, or swear an oath to bind his soul with the bond, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceeds out of his mouth.
Everything that came out of his mouth, he better deal with it. That's a man. Okay? Go ahead, keep reading.
If a woman vow a vow unto Yahweh, and bind herself by a bond, being in her father's house in her youth, and then her father hears her vow, and her bond wherewith she had bound her soul, and her father shall hold his peace at her, then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she had bound her soul shall stand.
Right. Now, wait a minute. She has somebody that if someone hears it, he can disannul that vow. The man does not have that. He does not have anybody that can say, you know what, I heard that. Now, other than Yahweh. Now, Yahweh can always say, get that out of here. But if you waiting on that as a man, boy, you in trouble. Go ahead.
But if her father disallow her in the day that he heard, not any of her vows or of her bonds wherewith she had bound her soul shall stand, and Yahweh shall forgive her, because her father disallowed her.
Now, because her father disallowed her, but if her father disallowed her in the day that he hears it, so he has to act immediately. Now, this, when we get down into vows, this is one of the things that don't really cause happiness and glee in a house, because he has to shut this down. Now, when you shut something down immediately the day you hear, people say, you know what, you're not even listening to me. I didn't even get finished talking. Out of here, done there, bloop. But what happened? Forgiveness. Yahweh's not even going to hold it to her.
So in other words, it's power in being quiet, and it's also power in saying something.
Absolutely. The problem is which one of those powers you want. See, sometimes people think they want the quiet power. Because they like, you know what, I feel so at peace. But then, you know, the crackling of fire against one's bum ain't going to be so peaceful. And sometimes you would rather have that loud jump in and say no than the quiet acceptance that will get you thrown in that lake of fire. So then we have to ask ourselves, which one of these do we want? Now, we want one thing for our peace, but we're going to want something else so that we're not in pieces. Go ahead.
Let me put in context what I just asked you, Ella.
Go ahead.
Meaning that if the woman, if you was to say, I don't want to hear it, be quiet, right? And they get upset, but you did not allow them to utter certain words out of their mouth, then all that is not said is power in that also.
Yeah, but you don't have to do that, though. You can still let her say everything she's going to say and then disannul her as soon as she get through talking. You ain't got you ain't got to stop her from talking. Let her go ahead and talk. Matter of fact, give her the mic. Is this thing on? There you go. Go ahead, talk right into that. Go ahead and talk right into that. Go ahead. Then finish talking. And as soon as you get through talking, Yahweh, disannul everything that you just heard. Now, that don't mean she gonna like it, but Yahweh not gonna put a foot to her tail.
Gotcha.
See, sometimes we make an extra fight. You already got enough fights. You ain't got to make no new one. See, that's going to make a whole nother fight.
Right.
And once you do that, what ends up happening is now there ends up being spite against you for doing your job. So sometimes you have to do your job in quiet. Everybody ain't got to know you working. It says even give your offering in quiet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do you sound a trumpet every time you give an offering? You get right by the offering box, you put your money in, you go, pam, 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 pam. Hey, what the hell are you doing? I just want everybody to look at me. I'm standing by the offering box. So sometimes you have to do that, and sometimes you can do your job so good that don't nobody know you're doing a job. Okay. But we're not doing the job for recognition, we're doing the job for salvation. And salvation work differently. You might not get recognized until that one day. Everything might be overlooked until that day. Go ahead.
Verse 6. And if she had at all an husband, when she vowed or uttered out of her lips wherewith she had bound her soul, and her husband heard it, and he held his peace at her in the day that he heard it, then her vow shall stand.
Right. Now, him being quiet, he might as well have said it too.
Right.
So these are the things that we don't really understand. Now, some people who are looking off, the gazers, because we have that where we gaze off and we look at people's situation. Oh, they have look at that, he is such a nice husband. Look at how he treats her with nice respect. Right. She gonna get thrown in the lake of fire. Because he ain't stood up for nothing that she has done. Right. He stood right there in quietness, and he let her go deeper into that fire and completely held his peace. But everybody else said, oh, they're such a cute couple. Right. One of them gonna be in that fire. So Mr. Cutie, who sat right there and held his peace at everything, and everybody thought that was such a desirable individual, right? Leading his woman right to the lake of fire because he has not opened his mouth. But we have got to the point that that's what we desire. See, people want a neutral dumb dodo bird. That way they can live in peace with dumb dodo bird. But dumb dodo bird is going to let you burn. See, we don't understand the power in these vows and how Yahweh holds them. He's a covenant God. His, just in the part of describing him, has something to do with promises. Go ahead.
And her bonds wherewith she had bound her soul shall stand. Verse 8. But if her husband disallow her on the day that he heard it, when he shall make, then he shall make her vow which she vowed, and that which she had uttered with her lips, wherewith she had bound her soul, of none effect. and Yahweh shall forgive her.
Now, my elder said something, and he kind of shocked everybody. He said, you know, sometimes you get into so much that a man get to the point where he stop talking. He said that's the worst position in a family, when he stop mentioning people's name when it's time to pray. And hey man, that's pretty heavy.
Yeah, it is.
That's pretty heavy. Go ahead.
But every vow of a widow and of her that is divorced, wherewith they have bound their souls, shall stand against her.
Why? Because there's nobody qualified
Right.
to take that vow. There is no covering for anything that comes out of her mouth. All of that shall stand against her. But you know how much stuff we say out our mouth? We talking our sleep.
Yeah.
We be sleep talking junk. I'm in the can't stand it. And what if he hold you to that?
It came out your mouth.
Some people got to wake up in the morning. Good morning. Yahweh, don't pay attention to none of that. Don't pay attention to none of that you heard last night. What? Go ahead.
And if she vowed in her husband's house, or bound her soul by a bond with an oath, and her husband heard it, and held his peace at her.
This is what my elder was talking about. All right? That he said, all right, a man feels so pushed that he stops talking. Now, he has not done anything against her, physically or toward her. But when he holds his peace, now the question you have to ask, why does he hold his peace? What has moved him to get to the point of stop talking? Now he stops covering. And her husband heard it and held his peace. He heard her. He know he should jump in. But he didn't. Go ahead.
And he also know that whatever come with it too, at that point, he like, I'm willing to deal with this than to keep.
Right. They asked, who was that? Damon Wayans. They said, when did you know? Because he was like, had like 5 kids, had been married for like 30 years. They said, when did you know you was, that you were okay with a divorce? He said, when I got to the point where I was okay with getting rid of half my stuff. He said it was time to go. he said he kept rationalizing in his head half my stuff. And he said he got up one day, I want to get rid of half this stuff. And you in the half. That's the stuff I want to get rid of. All right, you get this car, that car, this house, that house, and you. That way. Go ahead.
And disallow her not. Then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she had bound her soul shall stand. Verse 12. But if her husband had utterly made them void on the day that he heard them.
That's love.
Yes, it is.
That is love. You know how many times Yahweh do that to us and you don't know it? You start talking and then something happens and you can't finish that sentence. Or you thinking something and you don't get to finish the thought and then you get mad. I was thinking something. I was finna do something. That was him like, shut up. He was saving you. And then you get mad because you can't remember what it was you were about to say. That was your husband slapping you. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Yeah, but I was gonna say something. I know you was. Shut your mouth. Go ahead.
So, like you said a while back, sometimes you don't realize who you is in the story when you're reading it. Sometimes you the woman.
Right.
You don't realize you the woman.
Right. We see this all the time as us being the man.
Yeah, them.
But if Yahweh is our Elohim and he says I'm married to Israel, who are we in this story? You ain't the man. You the woman. And see, that just hurts some men's feelings. I don't even know why you brought that up, brother.
Hey, you
done hurt some people's feelings because they were seeing themselves high in the sky. until you turn around and you done brought that back up. Go ahead, bro.
Then whatsoever proceeded out of her lips concerning her vows or concerning the bond of her soul shall not stand.
Okay, so let's say the children of Israel utter something out of their mouth, and Yahweh has gotten so tired of Israel that he stopped talking. That he said, you know what? I'm gonna step back. Go ahead and finish what you're saying. Go ahead and finish. You gonna do what? Okay. You know what? Step back. When Israel asked for a king, Yahweh was not happy. He said, go and protest to them. Yep. But they ain't gonna listen to you. Cause see, I know this people. But go ahead, just so we cover all the formalities. I want you to go ahead and talk to them. Tell them what kind of king they're gonna get. Tell him what he gonna do. Do all of that. But I'm telling you, they gonna still say no. But we will have a king like all the other nations. Here go us, like everybody. This is what gets us in trouble. I want to have that stuff like everybody else. What other stuff? I'll be seeing it out there in the malls and in television. All them have it. I want that. He knew Israel. Said, go ahead and give it to him. And he said, look. It ain't you that they have a problem with. It's me. Even though Yahweh knew it was bad, what did he do? He stepped back and let her have it. Yep. He said, I already told you what it's going to do. But you don't think fat meat grease. So I tell you what, go ahead and give her the king. Now step back. See, Yahweh was going to give Israel a king in his time. But what Israel did was push the envelope and make her own time. In any situation where there's a problem, it is us trying to make something happen before it's time. In that garden was a naked man, a naked woman, and a God. Yep. Do you understand that God is the Father? You know what he was coming to see? His little naked children. Let me tell you something. Ain't nothing more joyful than seeing some little naked, unashamed babies running around the house. Oh, you just hug them. You take your shirt off and you lay the little naked kid on your stomach, and they just playing, but there's a point where them children get some understanding. You can kiss on them when they little, and they get to a certain point, and be like, Daddy, come on now. Don't be kissing on me, man. No, man, you think I'm funny or something? Don't be kissing on me. All of a sudden it changed. Understand what happened to Yahweh in the day that Lucifer talked them into eating from that tree. You realize that he lost the childhood innocence that his kids had. He was looking forward to seeing those kids naked running around the garden, and walked in and said, what do you mean you hiding? This don't seem like hide and seek. What you doing? Well, I found out I was naked. Yahweh is disappointed now. What do you mean you naked? Who told you you was naked? Imagine your toddler who first saying, that. You come around the corner and he has a whole sentence. Hello, Father, I hid because I found out I was naked. Who in the hell? How you learn this sentence, first of all? You left. It was a toddler. And when you showed up, this dude got on overalls and suspenders. What happened? What happened to the innocent child that I'm expecting when I come back to the room that I made for it? I made this paradise for you. Gave you this. And now, you have to understand something. Although he gave man this woman, they were still naked and unashamed. They don't know the difference between any sexuality. They ain't procreating. Right. They are not doing any of that. They are in bliss with one another and need not any of that. Yeah. Until they ate from that tree. Now they're starting to look at things differently. Now they got to cover up things. Now a whole new order has to come in this garden because the innocence has been taken out of it by knowledge. And we want to know everything. Not understanding, all right, you're going to take away something when you get it, though. Go ahead.
Her husband had made them void, and Yahweh shall forgive her. Verse 13.
And Yahweh shall forgive her. This is something, and it's crazy because I remember my elder fighting with his own Isha, his wife, about this. She was saying there's no law of the husband. And this was a very intelligent woman. Okay, this was a woman who taught the sisters' classes. And they would have this argument about that there is no law of the husband. And when it says every vow and every binding oath to afflict the soul, her husband may establish it or her husband may make it void. She just didn't like that vow, so she just said it didn't exist. And you know, we do that all the time. We see something, we don't want to deal with it. We just, I don't see it. That's what we do. That's what we do. We know it's on the other side or whatever that is we hide behind.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 14. But if her husband altogether hold his peace at her from the day to day, then he established all her vows or all her bonds.
Now check this out. He is holding his peace at her from day to day. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. First of all, he disannuls it on the day that he hears it. Mm-hmm. But every day that he does not say something, he establishes it more each day by being quiet.
Yep. Yep.
And everybody think they want a smooth, soft-talking brother like be on TV. Right? He gonna soft-talk you right to the lake of fire. Go ahead.
Or all her bonds, which are upon her. He confirms them because he held his peace.
But wait. Mm-hmm. He confirms them. Mm-hmm. So he can disannul them.
Yeah.
At one point in one day.
Yep.
All right. Boom. One thing. Not out of here. Mm-hmm. But every day he does not say something. He is more so agreeing every day. So wait a minute, what's happening? She has more judgment. Every day he shuts his mouth. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And what if this the one that is at the point of he done told you?
Yeah.
Several times.
Uh-huh.
Now you keep on. Day by day, you stacking it upon yourself.
Day by day, it's adding up. And that's not how we look at it. We think a one deed is done and that is. No. Because as we are getting deeper in, our responsibility and our judgment is getting deeper. See, he says, unto those who have not heard of his fame, he said, they shall be beaten with few stripes. But those who have heard, he said, oh no, they're going to be beaten with many stripes. What do you think he do? He said, same thing he did when they asked for a king. He said, no, I done told you. Okay? I know I done told you, but you know what? Go ahead and get it. Now, that what you want? Go ahead and get it. We don't understand the part where Yahweh said, go ahead and get it. But he really meant, you better not get it. But what we wanted to hear was, go ahead. See, I had to learn that growing up. You know what? Go ahead then.
Yep.
So, I wanted to do whatever it was. Uh-huh. So I was like, Mama said, go ahead. Uh-huh. Right? And then you realize that punishment was about 10 times worse.
She told you going to bust your head. Go ahead.
Hey.
Go ahead. Go bust your head.
Go ahead. Go right ahead.
Yep.
Go ahead. Now, we don't understand that go ahead. That one is not the good one.
No.
Okay? They are not standing behind you in this decision.
Right.
I had to learn that the hard way.
We all. We all.
So, We had to figure it out the hard way. That's just us. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 23. Start at verse 15.
You shall not deliver unto his master the servant which is escaped from his master unto you. He shall dwell with you, even among you, in that place which he shall choose in one of your gates, where it likes him best. You shall not oppress him. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
You shall not bring the hire of a whore or price of a dog into the house of Yahweh your Elohim for any vow. For even both these are abominations unto Yah your Elohim.
Now, hold on. There's a lot of people that make a lot of money breeding dogs.
Yes.
They make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the rappers and drug dealers start breeding dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
You shall not lend upon interest to your brother, interest of money, interest of victuals, interest of anything that is lent upon interest. Unto a stranger you may lend upon interest, but unto your brother you shall not lend upon interest, that Yahweh your El may bless you, and that all you set your hands to in the land whither you go to possess it. When you shall vow unto Yah your Elohim, you shall not slack to pay it, for Yahweh your El will surely require it of you, and it will be sin in you.
Now, when you shall vow unto Yahweh your Elohim, you shall not slack to pay it, for Yahweh your Elohim will require it of you, and it would be sin in you. Wait a minute. Wait. He said, what do you mean sin in you? When you shall vow a vow unto Yahweh your Elohim, you shall not slack to pay it. First of all, this was not anything that he required of you. This is something that you opened your mouth and said you were going to do. And you know, we'll do some stuff in a minute now.
Mm-hmm.
So this is your vow. This is something that you have agreed. All right? Mm-hmm. It says you shall not slack to pay it, for he will require it of you. Go ahead.
Yeah, you got a brother right now.
Go ahead, brother. You got something?
Question. So if one does make a vow, and that person falters from that vow, but things start happening once, like the sin situation starts happening once that vow is continuously being broken.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean Yahweh has accepted the vow?
No, you got to keep walking in the vow. It's funny, man, because the question, and I really, one of the main questions that started this, that said, if you have made a vow to the Most High, and if both parties have fulfilled the vow, are you still held to the vow? The question confused me.
I'm confused.
I'm confused the question.
Confused.
I need clarification.
I'm confused.
I feel like I'm on the game show. I'll take vow for $200. I didn't understand. So I was like, there's a follow-up question that I need to ask.
That's the daily
there.
double.
You know what I'm saying? This is definitely this is daily triple. It's like the question was so, it's a lot into that, but I need some other stuff to be able to figure out where, sometimes I know, where, you ask questions and you don't want to put all your business out there. I got that. Mm-hmm. But I need to have enough to be able to deal with the question. It's like,
people say, let's say, like, this man had, and then he liked this woman. You know what I'm saying? And then what happened was...
They'd be like, all right, so we talking about Kim and James. All right, next. Keep going now. Come on now. Come on. Hurry up. It's taking too long. Come on now. So, you need enough information. But there may be vows that you can't keep in one sitting, meaning that you're not going to be perfect in everything in that. The question is, even if you fall, do you get back up and get back to the vow? Or do you just say, you know what, I'm down here on the ground.
I got you.
Now I'm just gonna roll to the house. I'm just gonna roll. I'm just
I
gonna
got
keep
you.
on rolling.
I got
You know
you.
what? I just there. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And you get home and all kind of grass in your house. They be like, "What is wrong with you?" I fell and I rolled to the house. You did what? So you didn't get up? No, I didn't get up. So you rolled all the way from Glenwood? Yeah, I just kept rolling. So that's the question. So you have a vow, you slip, or you just gonna stay down there and just keep rolling, or you gonna try to get up? You gonna dust yourself off, find out where the path to that covenant is, and get back on it. This is why it says when you make a vow, you shall not slack to pay it, because Yahweh's whole position is, I ain't asked you to say that. I ain't asked you. I didn't require that of you. You came and told me this, this, and this. Wasn't that you?
Yeah.
That was you, right? Did you, Ryan?
Yeah.
Okay. You came and said that. I didn't ask you nothing. I didn't require you nothing. Yahweh said, I got enough covenants and agreements in this book. These you made on your own. Go ahead.
Verse 22. But if you shall forbear to vow, it shall be no sin in you.
What? Wait a minute. So then, as you said earlier, there's power in being quiet. But you know, it's like fire shut up in our bones of being quiet. It's like, you know what I'm saying, you ever try to contain a fire? You know what I'm saying? Firemen can contain a fire, depending on how much it catch. So here it is. He said, if you shall forbear to vow, it shall be no sin in you. So there's committing sin, and then there's sin in you. You brought forth this. This didn't come from Yahweh's law that he had carved in stone. This came from you. This didn't come from him. So this is sin in you. You asked this. You asked for this. And he said, I gave you what you asked for. Go ahead.
So when a woman have a fit and say, I'm just ain't gonna say nothing. So I know I ain't gonna say nothing wrong, so I ain't gonna say nothing. Then ain't no sin in her at that point.
I don't think that's how that works.
That ain't how that works.
I don't think that's how that works. I gotta go back to let me get it. I don't think that's how that works.
I knew that ain't how that works.
That ain't how that works right there.
I thought I'd throw that out there.
Hey. But hey, we all done got to that point.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That you like,
I know who don't say that, and I can't say nothing wrong.
that way you done already did wrong right there. Yeah, wrong number one. There you go. There you go. All right, go ahead, brother. Keep going.
Verse 23. That which is going out of your lips, you shall keep and perform.
Now, wait a minute. Keep saying this out of your lips. Okay. Sarah didn't say nothing out of her lip. Sarah laughed. They said, the angel said, you gonna have a child.
Please. I done been through menopause 3 times. What you talking about? I'm menopaused. I'm menostopped.
You gonna bear forth a son this time. Angel said, why you laugh? Oh, I ain't laugh. She ain't laugh out loud. Wait a minute. That didn't come out of her mouth.
Nope.
She laughed on the inside, and the angel held her accountable. So the name Esaac is not just joyous laughter. This is, you ain't believe me, did you?
Doubtful laughter.
You ain't believe me, did you? Go ahead. Well, no. Name him what you did. What you did when I told you you were going to have a kid. Name him that. So every time you call him, I want you to call him, hey, I ain't believe God. How you doing? No. Understand why he was called Esau. It ain't just about laughter. No. This is what you did when I told you what I was going to do. You didn't believe me. So every time you call him, I want you to think about, I ain't believe you. Hey, I ain't believe you. Come in here and get me some water. I ain't believe you. Right. Yahweh's in the point-making business. Mm-hmm. And he ain't going in there bankruptcy, Jack. That business is not going to fail. Go ahead.
Even a free will offering, according as you have vowed unto Yahweh your El, which you have promised with your mouth. Mm-hmm. When you come in your neighbor's vineyard, then you may eat grapes your fill at your own pleasure.
Now, it says the things that you have said with your mouth. Now, consider how powerful that is. What did Yeshua say? You know, confession is made with the mouth. He asked, do you believe that I can do this? Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. He didn't just give you power on one side and not power on another. Do you believe that I can do this? You got to say that. We don't baptize anyone without them verbally saying, do you believe Yeshua the Messiah died for your sins? They have to open their mouth and tell me yes. Now, the only time I'm letting somebody do that is they tell me sign language and because they don't speak. Mm-hmm. And I'll be like, hey, somebody tell me what the hell they said. Mm-hmm. Somebody know that right there? Mm-hmm. Hey, if they can't talk, they're going to, hey, well, write it down.
Right.
I got to hear you verbally or any way that you communicate, okay, you believe. Now let's go in the water. Somebody has to make that. That has to be said. So it's power in those things. But Yahweh, this is why it says be careful. For some of you have entertained angels unawares. Imagine that you all in your thoughts thinking whatever that is we be thinking. And an angel standing there like, ooh, you into it, ain't you? You about to murder about 10 people, ain't you? Mm. And you like, no, I was just thinking, no, you in it. You in it over there in your head. Now imagine, because you know we got all kind of stuff going on up in here. Mm-hmm. All kind of fornication, murders, everything happen up in there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Things we said, I ain't going to do it, but I'm sure think about it. So imagine the angel come by you when you deep in thought. Hey, Sarah didn't say it. She thought it. So if we are to be careful, because some of us have entertained angels unawares, how do we know what we're in the presence of as we are off in our mind? Something to take into consideration. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 1. And start at verse 9.
So Hannah rose up after they had eaten in Shiloh, and after they had drunk. Now Eli the priest sat upon a seat by a post of the temple of Yah. And she was in bitterness of soul, and prayed unto Yah, and wept sore. And she vowed a vow, and said, O Yahweh of hosts, if you will indeed look on the affliction of your handmaid, and remember me, and not forget your handmaid, but will give unto your handmaid a man-child, then I will give him unto Yahweh all the days of his life.
Now, here go us. Now, when we want something, you know what I'm saying? Well, we are definitely in the bargaining mood. Mm-hmm. Now, once we get said item,
we know the ask.
Well, at that point, now we start. Now, wait a minute. Now, I didn't know he was gonna be this dashing. Look at that. That's a fine child. Look at it. Oh my goodness. Look at it. Whoa, look just like a daddy. Look, maybe I give you the next one.
How about I give you, you know what I give? I give you 2 little girls. I keep the little boy.
Now we've been to bargain. All right, go ahead.
And there shall no razor come upon his head.
Uh-huh.
And it came to pass.
Now. She's making some statements here. Now, verse 8. Then said Elkanah her husband to her, Hannah, why weepeth you, and why eateth you not, and why is your heart grieved? Am I not better to you than 10 sons? So he's feeling her disappointment. He's feeling it. So she vowed a vow and said of Yahweh of hosts, if you will look upon the affliction of your handmaid and remember me and not forget your handmaid, but will give unto your handmaid a man child, then I will give him unto Yahweh all the days of his life. She says she want this so bad, I just want to have it, and I'll get right back. Go ahead.
And it came to pass, as she continued to pray before Yah, that Eli marked her mouth. And Hannah, she spake in her heart.
Wait a minute, well?
In her heart.
Okay. Go ahead.
Only her lips moved,
Uh-huh.
but her voice was not heard.
Uh-huh.
Therefore Eli thought she had been drunken.
So she looked like she drunk to a man,
Yep.
but she has uttered a vow. Now, we read, it said, you must keep that which your mouth has spoken.
Mm-hmm.
But her mouth didn't say it.
Yep.
Okay.
Her heart said it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, because see, we funny. We start looking for loopholes. We were raised in Babylon.
Yeah.
So we'd be like, no, okay, so Yahweh per se. I didn't like say it per se, say per.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I had did was I had alluded to that I would give said item to you, but we get real, we enunciate when we get ready to do but.
But, yeah.
Okay. All
But
right.
you ain't said it with your lips.
Yeah. See that? See this us. This us right here. Go ahead.
Verse 14. And Eli said unto her, how long will you be drunken?
This is also us. Go ahead.
Put away your wine from you. And Hannah answered and said, no, my master, I am a woman of sorrowful spirit. I have drunk neither wine nor strong drink, but have poured out my soul before Yah. Count not your handmaid for a daughter of Belial. For out of the abundance of my complaint and grief I have spoken hitherto.
Right. She took her grievance the right way to Yahweh. You know we take our grievance? To each other.
Yeah.
This is like how the sons of slaves operate. We tell everybody except the authorities.
We'll complain to each other. You see that pothole in the middle of the street? I tore up my whole car.
Here go the number to
The authorities.
the authorities.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I ain't nobody got time for that.
Wait a minute. But them the people who can fix the hole. It's a big old pothole right outside your house. You done kept hitting the pothole and you tore up your car. Call these people and complain to them about the pothole.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I just complain to you.
You got a problem with authorities?
But I don't work in transportation. You know what I'm saying? I don't have. See, them people have that little tar, and they put the tar in the hole, right? And then they fill up the hole with the tar, and then you're gonna drive across it, and it'll be flat. But you don't want to talk to them. You want to talk to me, right? Go ahead.
Then Eli answered and said, go in peace. And the El of Israel grant you your petition that you have asked them. And she said, let your handmaid find grace in your sight. So the woman went her way and did eat, and her countenance was no more sad.
Uh-huh.
And they rose up in the morning early and worshipped before Yah, and returned and came to their house in Ramah. And Elkanah knew Hannah, his wife, and Yahweh remembered her. Wherefore it came to pass, when the time was come about, after Hannah had conceived, that she bare a son, and called his name Samuel.
Now, what if her husband now recognizes how powerful this situation is. And he attempts to talk her out of dropping the kid off. You read?
saying, because I have asked him of Yah.
Mm-hmm.
And the man Elkanah and all his house went up to offer unto Yah the yearly sacrifice and his vow. But Hannah went not up, for she said unto her husband, I will not go up until the child be weaned, and then I will bring him, that he may appear before Yah, and there abide forever. And Elkanah, her husband, said unto her, do what seems you good.
Do what seems you good.
Mm-hmm.
He knew the power of this vow.
Wow.
He had the opportunity to open his mouth and just annul that vow. He established it by not saying a word. Then he established it day to day. Do what seems good unto you. Go ahead.
He didn't hear no. He was taken out of that situation. He knew that was between her and Yahweh at that point.
Well, he knew after she prayed,
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden her spirit was better. See, most of the time our spirit don't be better until we get what it is we want. That's why you hear us talking all the time. We still talking. Well, one day I'm on, and that's why because. She didn't do that no more after that day.
Yep.
What that mean? That means she had faith.
Yep.
That's what that means. She didn't keep going day by day. All she doing is waiting. When is Yahweh going to give me what I asked for? That's not how we operate. It says if you ask and don't believe that you're going to receive, don't even ask. You have already hindered it. And how we do it, we kind of think that we're going to nag Yahweh to death. Can I have it? Can I have it? Can I have it? Can I have it? Yahweh. Yah. Yahweh. Yah. Yah. Daddy. Can I have it? Can I have it? See, the same way the kid do it. And eventually the kids realize when they pick themselves up off the sofa, that wasn't the right way to go to keep messing with daddy like that. Because sooner or later, he going to pop you. They keep talking. See, that nagging worked on Samson. See, that worked on somebody that's strong on the outside, but weak on the inside. That kind of nagging don't work with somebody who's strong on the inside. All you're going to do is lose your voice. Because you're not going to make him move. Go ahead.
Tarry until you have weaned him. Only Yahweh established his word.
Wait a minute. He is encouraging her to keep her vow. Wait a minute, this is lost out of his house. This woman has cried to him. She even gave him hell about it. Yet he say, hey, establish your vow. He could have easily said, no, look here. Happy wife, happy life. Wait a minute. You happy with the little boy? Look here. You happy, I'm happy. That's not what he said. Hey, establish your vow. Hey, remember that what you said when your soul was in trouble. Don't think for the day. Remember, and it's hard for us to remember how we felt at a particular time because things change. You ever notice they put something new on a corner? And for the life of us, we can't figure out what was on that corner before. And you done passed by that corner for 10 years, and you trying to figure out what was here before that. That's how we act when we receive something. We forget the landscape of what was there before we got it. He's reminding her, this is a true head of household. Hey, remember what you said. I'm looking at how you're looking at him. Hey, fine boy, fine boy. Remember what you said. Go ahead.
So the woman abode and gave her son suck until she weaned him. And when she had weaned him, she took him up with her, with 3 bullocks and 1 ephah of flour, and a bottle of wine, and brought him unto the house of Yah in Shiloh. And the child was young. And they slew a bullock and brought the child to Eli. And she said, O my master, as your soul lives, my master, I am the woman that stood by you here, praying unto Yah. For this child I prayed, and Yahweh has given me my petition which I asked of him. Therefore also I have lent him to Yah, and long as he lives, he shall be lent to Yahweh. And he worshiped Yahweh there.
Do you understand what has taken place here? That she has given Yahweh her firstborn son? We don't really make the connection of what's happening right there. That this firstborn son has been given up. You can't have no better offering than that. You can't have no better offering than that. She dealt with him long enough to wean him, and then fulfilled the vow that she made. And then reminding Eli, I'm that woman who you thought was drunk. You remember? You remember I was talking and you were like, you know what I'm saying? Woman, be not drunk at this time of day. You remember? Yeah, I'm her. Let's go to I want to read something here. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 18. Because this is one of those instances where you might look and say, okay, maybe I made this vow in haste. Okay? Start at verse 5.
Then the word of Yahweh came to me, saying, O house of Israel, can I do with you as this potter? Says Yahweh, behold, as the clay is in the potter's hand, so are you in my hand, O house of Israel. At what instant I shall speak concerning a nation, and concerning a kingdom, to pluck up and to pull down and to destroy it. If that nation against whom I have pronounced turn from their evil, I will repent of the evil that I thought to do unto them.
Mm-hmm.
And at that instant I shall speak concerning a nation and concerning a kingdom, to build and to plant it. If it do evil in my sight, that it obey not my voice, then I will repent of the good wherewith I said I will benefit them.
Now wait a minute. So Yahweh had made an agreement with himself that he was going to do good by Israel. But Israel didn't do right. Mm-hmm. And now he is repenting of the good that he was going to do. So then now we can operate in such a way that it caused the agreement to be shattered. And we don't really consider that. Keep going.
Now therefore go to, speak to the men of Yehudah, and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying, thus says Yah, behold, I frame evil against you, and devise a device against you. Return you now, every one, from his evil way, and make your ways and your doings good. And they said, there is no hope, but we will walk after our own devices, and we will every one do the imagination of his evil heart.
Right. See, everybody want to believe that their heart is pure. Let me tell you something. That heart got everything in it from every way you done been, everything you done looked at. You know, we looked all night. We just be scrolling, all that stuff going in there. We scrolling, and then we put it down, and then about 10 hours later, we think a thought, is just generally out of nowhere. No. It was fed by 10 hours of this. And you might have got one ingredient from each page. Each thing is going into that, right? But just like any other thing, you ain't never seen nobody just put the ingredients in a bowl and then the cake make itself right there on the counter. So you got to put them ingredients in there. You got to stir that up, and then you got to put that in that oven and let it cook. Our problem is because it doesn't happen right away, we don't understand. No, it's cooking in here. It's cooking. And then eventually, it's going to come out in our actions. So now, this is now working in our heart. And we think the heart just came up with this. No, the heart got to eat from somewhere. Who fed it? No, I got to eat from somewhere. They tell you in a minute, you know what I'm saying? A person who ain't ate don't go to the bathroom. He don't eat long enough. He ain't got nothing to take to the bathroom. They said, but if you went to the bathroom, something happened somewhere. You ate something. When we were little, and you say, you know what, Mama, I don't like this food. I ain't gonna eat.
She said, boy, it'll take you to the bathroom. It's good to eat. Go in there and eat, bad boy. You get hungry enough, you'll come back.
So at first, you tell your mom, I ain't eating that. You don't eat it that night.
She said, don't worry about it. It's going to be delicious tomorrow.
And she was right.
Yeah, she was right.
She was right.
Well, I don't eat this nasty stuff. 24 hours. Mama got to get some of that nasty stuff that I ain't told you.
And then she play with you.
Yeah.
No. You don't mean none of this nasty stuff, do you? You talking about this? No, this stuff's nasty. You don't want it. Mama, come on top of the land. I'm hungry. Yeah, you sure you want it? Right. Yeah, just give it 24 hours.
Sometimes that's our problem. We just need to give it 24 hours. And our mind will change. You find out when you fasting, you come up upon hungry moments several times within a 24-hour fast. If you react to every last one of them, you have a problem. You begin to realize as you don't react to all of them, you start to realize just how strong you can be. You can't react to every feeling that you get. Go ahead.
Therefore, thus says Yah, ask you now among the heathen, who has heard such things? The virgin of Israel has done a very horrible thing. Will a man leave the snow of Lebanon, which comes from the rock of the field? Or shall the cold flowing waters that come from another place be forsaken? Because my people has forgotten me. They have burned incense to vanity, and they have caused them to stumble in their ways from the ancient paths, to walk in paths in a way not cast up, to make their lands desolate, and a perpetual hissing. Everyone that passed thereby shall be astonished and wag his head. I will scatter them as with an east wind before the enemy. I will show them the back and not the face in the day of their calamity.
Now wait. I will scatter them as with an east wind before the enemy, and I will show them the back and not the face in the day of their calamity. So when we find ourselves in trouble, you're going to be seeking for Yahweh's face, and he's going to show you the behind. But see, he said he's going to wait for that. So he's going to wait until you end up in that calamity, and he's like, no. I want you to remember how you operate. Go ahead.
Then said they, come, and let us devise devices against Jeremiah.
Is that not us? We don't have a problem with Yahweh. We got a problem with the one who going to speak the word of Yahweh. So now, if we destroy him, we think we going to destroy the word of Yahweh. Yahweh just get another servant. You ain't going to destroy his word because you destroyed the person. Go ahead.
For the law shall not perish from the priest, nor counsel from the wise, nor the word from the prophet. Come, and let us smite him with the tongue, and let us not give heed to any of his words.
Now, listen to how we understand and still do wrong. for the law shall not perish from the priest. Let us devise devices against him, right? But the law shall not perish from the priest, nor counsel from the wise, nor the word from the prophet. They know what they are doing, but still said, let us smite him with the tongue. Let us say bad things about him, and let's not give heed to any of his words. So now Israel is trying to convince the rest of Israel to break their vow with Yahweh. Let's go to Exodus chapter 32. See, this is that point where it's written in the law, if even that someone as your soul, the closest in your bosom, encourage you to go against Yahweh, heed not. Exodus 32 started at verse 1.
And when the people saw that Moshe delayed to come down out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron.
So if he would have went up to the mountain and came right back, they would have believed. You know, Yahweh is in the waiting business. Remember when King Saul said, I forced myself to make an offering?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
You waiting on Samuel.
Waiting on Samuel, and Yahweh delayed him perfectly. Now see, imagine, put yourself in any one of these places. Whichever one you want to. Now, let's say you, Samuel, you are trying to get to the place at the time that you said you were going to be there. But Yahweh has a purpose for you not to get there on time. So that that person can be disappointed and go ahead and do what's in their heart. So you say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to be on time. And everything you do fails. Every time you try to do something, man, you get there and your donkey got a bad hoof. It just something happened to make you late. Why? He don't want you to be there on time. He is purposely delaying this. And there ain't nothing you're going to do to change it. Because he has something that is happening outside of you. So now, he does not arrive on time. What does King Saul do? He goes out, walks outside of his kingship, and decides he's going to be a priest. And goes and does the offering. As soon as he's done, this is when Yahweh open up. All right, Samuel, go ahead. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Now go and show up. While he in the midst of offering. Bro, what are you doing? He said, because, and then he blamed him.
Yep. Because
you did not come at the time appointed. Therefore, I forced myself. Now understand what happened. Yahweh made him tarry so he can show what was already in his heart. That's Yahweh operate. Go ahead, brother.
And said unto him, Up, make us gods, which shall go before us. For as for this Moshe, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we know not what is become of him.
Right. All he did was delay. Now it's almost like he don't exist. Because he was late. Because he didn't show up when we wanted him to show up. Now we done made us some other gods. Here's the thing. Those gods didn't come at us that quick. Guess what? Them gods was already in our heart.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you don't go from loving Yahweh to creating a calf and, you know what I'm saying, in 8 seconds.
Yeah.
No. Them calves was already in there. Go make us some gods since we don't know what happened to this, that Moses. We don't know what happened to him, so let's make us some gods. You see what gods they decided to make, right? Gods of Egypt. Why? That is what was in their heart. So what was Yahweh doing? I want them to be apart from him so I can prove to them what is inside. As long as he's there, do you know this does not come out? It's still in there, though. It's still in there. And guess what? It may get passed down from generation to generation quietly. But Yahweh is not the kind of God. See, he's not the kind of head of the house to just sit by quietly and just agree. He's not that kind. Now, he the kind that make the noise and cover you even when you might not want to be covered. So what he does is delay this situation. You think he don't know what's going on the whole time? He having communion with Moshe the whole time. Yeah. I need to get on down there. You people done corrupted yourself. Wait a minute. You think he didn't know that while the conversation was going on? He didn't say, hey, man, you better hurry up and get back home. What we'll tell you, hey, bro, hey, I saw Keisha talking to Daryl. You better hurry up and get back to the house. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know it. Daryl, his middle name Jody. Hey, right. You better get back to the house.
Right.
You better hurry up. Yahweh didn't say, no. Nope. Yahweh didn't say you better hurry up and get back to the house. No. Because you need to know what's in the heart of them that you got at the house. Go ahead.
And Aaron said unto them, break off the golden earrings which are in the ears of your wives, of your sons, and of your daughters, and bring them unto me. And all the people brake off the golden earrings which were in their ears, and brought them unto Aaron. And he received them at their hand, and fashioned it with a graven tool, after he had made it a molten calf. And they said, these be your gods, O Israel, which brought you out of the land of Egypt.
Right. We come up and say the Egyptian gods brought us out of Egypt. Why would an Egyptian god bring you out of Egypt? An Egyptian god wants you to stay in Egypt. We are the smartest dumb people on the face of this planet. This is what you come up with. The Egyptian gods brought you out of Egypt. See, when we feel a certain way, it ain't got to make sense. Because it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense at all that an Egyptian god would bring you out of Egypt. That's like us getting delivered from Babylon and say, the Babylonian God has brought us out of Babylon. Why would he do that? If he's a Babylonian God, wouldn't he want you to be in Babylon? Go ahead.
When Aaron saw it, he built an altar before it.
Boy, I tell you, boy, we going deep. We going deep right here. We going to make a false god and then set up an altar. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And Aaron made proclamation and said, tomorrow is the feast to Yahweh.
And then put my God name in it. Understand, now they just learned his name. Yep. Understand, they just learned the name and they blaspheming it already. These be the feast of Yahweh. Go ahead.
And they rose up early on the morrow and offered burnt offerings and brought peace offerings. And the people sat down to eat and to drink and rose up to play.
Uh-huh.
And Yahweh said unto Moshe.
Now here come Yahweh. He come God come lately. Look at him.
Yep.
He pausing for a reason. We don't understand there's a purpose in the pause. He's pausing for a reason. He could have easily said, man, get on down now and you can stop this from happening. Right. Does he want everything to stop? How he gonna know what's in their heart if he don't let them? No. Go ahead. Go ahead and step back. Everybody gonna complain either one way or another. You're gonna have a problem. Go ahead and step back. All right, let's go ahead and let it happen. Keep reading.
Go, get you down, for your people which you brought up out of the land of Egypt have corrupted themselves.
Have, past tense. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. If he know that they have, then he saw them when they were preparing. Yep. And he's still talking to Moshe. He just talking to Moshe. They planning. You know what? You have to get to a certain part in life when you can just sit around and look at folk planning to do stuff and just sit around and just watch them move. How they finish? Okay. Yeah. You need some money?
You beat him to it.
Hey, no, you need some money? Because you're going to get hungry out there in these streets.
Yeah.
That way, no, okay. Yeah. All right, go ahead. You have to get to a certain point. See, you have to get to your God's level where you just say, okay, all right, let's sit back and let this play out. Because they think they getting over on him, and the whole time he's sitting there knowing every part of what they're doing and does not stop it. Go ahead.
They have turned aside quickly out of the way, which I commanded them.
Mm-hmm.
They have made them a molten calf.
Wait a minute. Come on now, man. He did not only know what they was doing, he know every part of it.
Mm-hmm.
It was happening as he's dealing with Moshe. See, this is the part that people get confused about. They say, well, if there's a God, why does he allow certain things to happen? He's sitting right there, allowing it. But what everybody don't understand is you're going to have to pay the dues for everything you put out there. So you go ahead and do whatever that is you got to do. But there is a bill that will show up. And most of the times, like most bills, we done already consumed whatever it was by the time the bill showed up. Go ahead.
And have worshipped it, and have sacrificed thereunto, and said, these be your gods, O Israel, which have brought you out of the land of Egypt.
Uh-huh.
And Yahweh said unto Moshe, I have seen these people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people.
All right, now, he said, I have seen this people. Wait a minute. He has already watched the operation of Israel. So instead of stopping everything that happens, he's pausing and allowing it to go forward. Go ahead.
Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them, and that I may consume them, and I will make of you a great nation.
Uh-huh.
And Moshe besought Yahweh, Hazael, and said, Yahweh, why does your wrath wax hot against your people, which you have brought forward out of the land of Egypt with great power and with a mighty hand? Wherefore the Egyptians should speak and say, for mischief did he bring them out, to slay them in the mountains, and to consume them from the face of the earth. Turn from your fierce wrath, and repent of this evil against your people. Remember Abraham, Esaac, and Israel, your servants, to whom you swear by your own self.
Wait a minute. Yahweh about to break his covenant. He said, look, I ain't going to completely break it. I'm going to alter it. I made covenants with Abraham, Esau. I tell you what, we're going to alter this because I'm getting sick of them. We finna alter this. It's about to be 12 tribes of Moshe. Moshe ain't even a Hebrew name. The Egyptian woman named him.
Mm-hmm.
They got Hebrew dudes who be like, yeah, I'm baptized. I'm call myself Moshe. You know that's not Hebrew. That woman named him that. She didn't name him a Hebrew name. Go ahead.
And said unto them, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven, and all this land that I have spoken of will I give unto your seed, and they shall inherit it forever.
Mm-hmm.
And Yahweh repented of the evil which he thought to do unto his people.
Wait a minute. He repented of the evil that he was about to do in dealing with the vow and the covenant that he had made with this people. But he had gotten so angry, he's about ready to throw away that covenant. But he did that. This is only him discussing this between him and Moshe. Moshe is the marriage counselor between him and Israel. He ain't talking to his wife at all. He talking to the counselor.
Mm-hmm.
And the counselor said, "Come on, man, don't leave your wife. Don't do this. Don't do this." Even when he could be the benefactor. He could be the benefactor of Yahweh saying, "I'm done with them."
Yep.
He could benefit. But he does not say, "Go ahead and leave that I may have gain." Go ahead.
And Moshe turned and went down from the mount, and the 2 tables of the testimony were in his hand. And the tables were written on both their sides, on the one side, and on the other were they written.
Now, understand, he has spent time with Yahweh. You don't spend time with Yahweh and stay the same. This is one of the things I always had a problem with when I saw those people on Sunday and they all caught the spirit. But by Tuesday afternoon, I realized that they just the same as they was on Sunday. Then later on, Saturday night when I seen them at Sharon Showcase, they were doing the same stuff I was doing. Wait a minute, you had caught the spirit last Sunday. Now this spirit I'm seeing in Sharon Showcase is a different spirit. When did you catch this one? Go ahead.
Verse 16. And the tables were the work of Elohim. And the writing was the writing of Elohim, graven upon the table.
The tables were the work of Elohim, and the writing was the writing of Elohim. Go ahead.
And when Yahshua heard noise of the people, as they shouted, he said unto Moshe, there is a noise of war in the camp.
Now, look at how he is taking on the attributes of his God. Go ahead.
And he said, it is not the voice of them that shout for mastery, neither is it the voice of them that cry for being overcome, but the noise of them that sing do I hear.
He know what he's dealing with, and he's calmly addressing the situation. Ain't no need of doing all that. I'm gonna take care of that business when I get there. No. No, they having a party. This is not what you think this is. Go ahead.
And it came to pass, as soon as he came near unto the camp, that he saw the calf and the dancing, and Moshe anger waxed hot, and he cast the tables out of his hands and brake them beneath the mount.
Now hold on, you got something that was made with the hands of Elohim. You know how bold you have to be to break something that was made by the hands of Yahweh, carved out of the rock.
Who you asking, Elder? Us or the women?
Hey, bro.
Because you know how we act. You know how we used to act when somebody broke that stuff when they done got mad. Come on now, somebody done broke your stuff. When you, hey. How did you react?
Hey.
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
Look at you have folk that's how they express their anger. They start breaking stuff.
Yep.
All right, they just go around the house, start throwing stuff and breaking it. This was made with the hands of Elohim.
Yep.
They have started wars to get what? Religious artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We're talking, and the Gentiles put a price on everything. Moshe just threw down $1 billion.
Yeah.
They claim they have the shroud of Jesus, where like he had blood on his face, and they just did like this. And so somehow it's a face in the napkin. Mm-hmm. And somehow it done held up all this time. They didn't have Tide. They had to leave them brand detergent. Okay? So it done held all this time. Oh, you get about $50 million. They charge people. They put this in the little museums, and everybody pay to come watch these so-called relics. That was $1 billion that Moshe just threw down on the ground. That wasn't, they want something that was just connected to Christ. How deep you think those tables would be? Do you understand what the Gentiles would pay to have just a piece of the stones that were broken on the ground? Go ahead.
And he took of the calf which they had made, and burnt it in the fire, and grounded it to powder, and strawed it upon the water, and made the children of Israel drink of it.
Made the children. Let me tell you something. Moshe wasn't nothing to play with. Moshe ain't nothing to play with. But we have to consider something. He said that your father will raise up a prophet like unto me. It's going to be like unto Moshe. So how did Moshe deal? Look at what he did. He broke the table. He said, you break the tables. I just broke it physically. You broke it spiritually. So I broke it physically. Grind it and made them drink it. Wait a minute. Then Yeshua go in the temples and start turning over tables made of whip with cords and start whipping people in the house? He said he was going to raise up a servant like unto me. Is there not a clear connection between those two? Of course there are. Go ahead.
And Moshe said unto Aaron, what did this people unto you, that you have brought so great a sin upon them? And Aaron said, let not the anger of my master wax hot. You know the people, that they are set on mischief.
This is why Aaron had to have somebody over him. Because he would lean the way of the people. Without having somebody over him, Aaron is in trouble. He has to have somebody over him long enough so that he gets what's supposed to happen and operate in that way. Moshe didn't have to have nobody over him. He has been taught, he has been seasoned, he has gone through the trials and tribulations. It took all of those trials and tribulations for Yahweh to then say, all right, now you're ready. We think we ready at any given time. Yahweh know he ain't ready until he's gone through a good chunk of trouble. And see, this is where we sometimes do each other wrong. We'll look at a young sister and be like, why can't you be like mother so-and-so? Or you look at one of the young brothers, well, you don't act like the elder. Well, that's not fair to do to them. Because what happens is everything has to be seasoned. An elder didn't act like no elder when he was, young. Mm-hmm. That mother didn't act that way when she was young. They had to become seasoned to do that. So what we do with one another, putting them, right against another seasoned person ain't quite fair. That ain't right to do. What we're supposed to do is help one another get to that point. But what happened is sometimes we have too much pride to ask. So then the younger one don't want to ask the older one, how can I do this with class? I had to say, we ended up having to go to a funeral and I had to, say quietly.
This is the difference between class and take away the C and the L. And that's it. All right, now I want you to look at yourself. And I want you to look at what's jiggling down the aisle right there. Can you see that? So you see you got class, and then you got CL, the rest of it. All right? That's the difference. So you got to know the kind of functions where this ain't that kind of function. You understand?
Right.
See, and sometimes you have to, it's a seasoned situation, and and if they don't ever have nobody around them, they're going to be 50, 60 years old, still walking around. How many 70-year-olds you see at Walmart walking around in them long drawers? You still got on your drawers out here? You 70 years old walking around here in your drawers. You got a whole family of drawers. You got grandma drawers, you got mama drawers, and then you got grandkids and kid drawers. It's 4 generations of drawers walking down. All of them got a tights used to be something that you wore under your clothes. Mm-hmm. Now the clothes have come off and it's just tights. But you look and you see 4 generations of tights walking down. Is that the kid, the grandkid, the mama, and the grandmama? And all of them walking down with tights. See, they're not around anybody that can help them, so they just get worse in their situations. Yahweh knew, okay, Moshe need to be around Aaron long enough that some things happen, and then still, he's not going to be the ultimate leader because there's going to be a king too. All right? So you're going to have to deal with another person that's still over you, the next person behind Moshe. It ain't just going to be Aaron and his folks just leading on their own. Somebody going to have to keep this thing fenced in, or we're going to have some problems. Go ahead.
For they said unto me, make us gods, which shall go before us. For as for this Moshe, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we know not what is become of him. And I said unto them, whosoever has any gold, let them break it off. So they gave it me. Then I cast it into the fire, and there came out of this calf.
That's exactly what we say. And then popped out this thing. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 22. Because see, there's this part where Yahweh even gets to a point of angrily wanting to break out of his covenant, and he has to be reminded. But then we have to deal with things when there are vows that are made under false pretenses. And we have to understand that sometimes people will know that you are a trustworthy person. And you have to be careful because that can be used as a weapon against you. Because what will happen is people will lure you into a covenant knowing that they don't plan on keeping their part of that covenant, but will hold you to yours fully. All right? Because to a lie ain't nothing. Okay? A lie is only something to the person who don't want to lie. Deuteronomy chapter 22, start that at verse 13.
If any man take a wife, and go in unto her, and hate her.
Now, why would he hate his wife? He went in unto his wife, and he hate her. How did he change from going in unto her and then hating her? Keep reading.
And give occasion of speech against her.
Now he's speaking against her. Go ahead.
And bring up an evil name upon her. And say, I took this woman, and when I came to her, I find her not a maid.
Wait a minute. He feels at this point he has been defrauded. He feels like I have entered into this vow and I was lied to. What is he talking about? I found her not a maid. What he's saying, I found her not to be a virgin. I came in unto this woman. Now understand. Now, this is the most common lie told on the face of the earth. That people talk on that number with a curve. Okay? This lie here has spanned all across the globe. Where somebody gives their body count with an equation that sounds less than what it is. Wait a minute. Now, he now feels like he has now entered into this covenant by fraud. Because he says, now I've gotten with this woman and I found that she is not a virgin. Now this is sad. I just seen a post where it's supposed to be, you seen that thing talking about Angel Reese, where she talking about her boyfriend saying that supposedly he put out saying that she had 80 her body count was 80 at LSU, and she said that ain't nothing. I know people that done had 300. My other teammate. This I said, the guy on the post was saying, man, I hope this ain't true. He said, I hope this ain't true. Because this is a sad thing if this is how, we just openly, dealing with things. Mm-hmm. But we're talking about this is common for somebody to downplay their number. This is grounds for doing away with the covenant because it was entered under false pretenses. Keep reading.
Then shall the father of the damsel and her mother take and bring forth the tokens of the damsel's virginity unto the elders of the city and the gate.
Wait a minute. Her family got to come and prove this, or she is in jeopardy. Keep reading.
And the damsel's father shall say unto the elders, I gave my daughter unto this man to wife, and he hates her. And lo, he had given occasion of speech against her, saying, I have found not your daughter a maid. And yet these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity.
Now, wait a minute. For those to be there, there has to be an orchestrated situation whereby that father is present at their marriage. That somebody is standing outside those quarters. We don't want to do nothing nowhere near our folks. So without these tokens, he has nothing to speak for on behalf of his daughter. Go ahead.
And they shall spread the cloth before the elders of the city. And the elders of that city shall take that man and chastise him. And they shall immerse him in 100 shekels of silver, and give them unto the father of the damsel, because he hath brought up an evil name upon a virgin of Israel. And she shall be his wife. He may not put her away all his days.
He may not put her away all his days. Whatever power he has had concerning her and putting her away is now gone because of this incident. Go ahead.
But if this thing be true, and the tokens of the virginity be not found for
Now,
the damsel.
now, here's the problem. But if this thing be true and the tokens of virginity be not found for the damsel, what if it's not true, but they still can't find the tokens? Then it's going to be assumed that it's true because the tokens cannot be found. Go ahead.
Then they shall bring out the damsel to the door of her father's house, and the men of her city shall stone her with stones that she die.
Wait a minute, pause. They say the whole purpose, the righteousness of saints is the clean white linen. Now you have people get married. This is the whole purpose of having the white dress. The white dress is supposed to mean that is an empty, pure bride that has not been touched. Everybody get married in a white dress. I ain't went to no wedding and seen no black dress.
Me neither.
They don't just say, okay, because this is not found, that they are going to break the covenant. Nah, they're going to break the covenant because they're going to break life. She going to die for this fraud. This has ended the covenant. This has ended the agreement. Why? Because it was brought together under fraudulent means. Can you read?
So that means that if they bring her to they should bring the damsel out to the door of her father's house. That means, like you said, the father was supposed to be present. It's customary for the father to be present.
They holding him accountable.
Right, it has to be in order for this to go to this extent.
Well, wait a minute. He's the one who can disannul the vow.
Exactly.
He was the one that was supposed to be saying no. He was the one that's supposed to be saying, no, you can't do that. Now, he's also going to be the one that to be called into question when they say, I found your daughter not pure.
And if the father is not present, that means the daughter went out and did something that she had no business doing because she.
Absolutely. And if he can't protect her, then she dies.
She dies.
Go ahead.
Because she has wrought folly in Israel to play the whore in her father's house. So you shall put evil away from among you. If a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband, then they shall both of them die, both the man that lay with the woman and the woman. So shall you put away evil from Israel. If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto a husband, and a man find her in the city and lie with her, then you shall bring them both out of out unto the gate of that city, and you shall stone them with stones that they die.
Now I want to go and read one more thing before we close out. Let's go to Mark chapter 10. See, there's something about this action here in dealing with the fraud right there. Go to Mark chapter 10. I want you to start at verse 17.
And when he was gone forth into the way, there came one running, and kneeled to him, and asked him, Good master, what shall I do that I may inherit eternal life?
All right, that I might inherit eternal life. Now listen to the things that are said. Go ahead.
And Yahshua said unto him, Why callest you me good? There is none good but one, that is, Elohim. You knows the commandment.
You know the commandments. Now it's interesting because most people who believe in the New Testament do not believe that they are bound to the commandments. Go ahead.
Do not commit adultery. Do not kill. Do not steal. Do not bear false witness.
Now pause. Now most of us are going to put these two together. Do not bear false witness. That's lying. Go to the next one.
Defraud not.
Wait a minute. That's totally separate. See, there's some lies that we can act out without telling. That's fraud. That broken vow, that broken union before, if those tokens were not found, then that is a covenant made by fraud. Now, if he knows it, it's not fraud. But if he is told one thing and it's something else, that was entered in by fraud. Go ahead.
Honor your father and mother. And he answered and said unto him, Master, all these have I observed from my youth.
All right. Now, I want to read the definition of defraud. It says here, aposterio, G650, to despoil, destitute, kept back by fraud. So if something is kept back by fraud, there is a way that we can hold information that then makes a covenant go a certain way, but it's under false pretenses. Now, go to Acts chapter 5. I got to go to there. Acts chapter 5 and started at verse 1.
But a certain man named Ananias, with Sapphira his wife, sold a possession and kept back part of the price.
Wait a minute. The fraud is kept back. Okay, so they are committing fraud while presenting themselves as somebody who's doing a great deed. A deed that wasn't even necessary. It wasn't a deed that was made to be performed by them. So then they're getting the look from people as being acceptable, all the while committing fraud. Go ahead.
His wife also being privy to it, and brought a certain part, and laid it at the apostles' feet.
Brought a certain part. Go ahead.
But Cephas said, Ananias, why has Satan filled your heart to lie to the Holy Spirit and to keep back part of the price of the land?
Which is absolutely the definition of fraud. All right? And we keep back, and we're taught to operate in fraud. All right? We're handed down slick ways of fraud from generation to generation. Go ahead.
While it remained, was it not your own? And after it was sold, was it not in your own power? Why have you conceived this thing in your heart? You has not lied unto men, but unto Elohim.
Now, the problem is, he vowed this. Okay? Whatever you have vowed, suffer not. This was something he vowed. Then he made some slick measures of defrauding to say, well, I sold the land for this amount. That was a lie. Go ahead.
And Ananias, hearing these words, fell down and gave up the spirit. And great fear came on all of them that heard these things. And the young men arose, wound him up, and carried him out, and buried him. And it was about the space of 3 hours after, when his wife, not knowing what was done, came in. And Cephas answered unto her, Tell me, whether you sold the land for so much? And she said, Yea, for so much.
Now, you know he could have phrased that question in their own kind of way, right?
Yeah.
He could have phrased that many other ways. She had an opportunity to still be somebody in that house to stand.
Mm-hmm.
But they have made an agreement that they are going to enter into this covenant, deal with this vow, and deal with it all fraudulently. Go ahead.
Then Cephas said unto her, How is it that you have agreed together to tempt the spirit of Yah? Behold, the feet of them which have buried your husband are at the door, and shall carry you out.
Right. And this is that part where you say at some point somebody has to disagree. Otherwise, this fraudulent action has now taken down their whole house. If one person just disagrees, there's part of the house still standing. If the husband and the wife is gone, what part of the house is left? This ain't the kind of togetherness that we want. There is nothing left standing by agreeing in this fashion. Keep going.
Then she fell down straightway at his feet and yielded up the spirit. And the young man came in and found her dead, and carrying her forth, buried her by her husband. And great fear came upon all the church, and upon as many as heard these things. And by the hands of these apostles were many signs and wonders wrought among the people, and there were all with one accord in Solomon's porch.
All right, that's as far as we're gonna be able to go. When we try to deal with vows, like I said, it was hard to discern which area they were going into with dealing with a vow, because what you want to have is as many stipulations as you possibly can. When we just make an agreement with something, there's a part that says, woe to him that starts asking questions after a vow. In Proverbs 20, it says, it is a snare to the man who devours that which is holy, and after vows to make inquiry. Well, you asking a question after you already agreed? What we asking questions for now? You already agreed. Because, see, now what we asking questions for is to try to renegotiate. Why we didn't ask none of these questions before we made the vow? And understand, and a man has to understand that Yahweh is going to hold you all the way accountable. There is no sliding on your vow. She has movement. He has no movement. Hopefully that takes care of that. Let's go ahead and leave out with a prayer. We're going to rise and face the east. Abba Father, Most High Covenant Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Yaakov. Abba Father, we thank you for giving us another opportunity to read out of the legacy that you have left onto us. We thank you for all the questions that do spring forth, that we may be able to truly reason together with you, with one another, inside of the laws, statutes, and judgments that you have given unto us. We know that we only have the understanding that you have given unto us. So we pray, Father, that you would magnify our understanding, that we may be able to walk a little better in your word. We also pray that you would give us a understanding heart and spirit, that we would not kick against these things that you reveal unto us. We pray that you would keep a hedge of protection round about us, that we may be able to return and do the works that are needed, that we may be able to continually spread the word that you have given us. We ask these prayers in Yeshua HaMashiach's holy and divine name, to whom rule, power, honor, majesty, and might was given forever and ever. Amen and hallelujah.